Hey guys, Immersed here. So I was on the beta last night and I realized that I logged in and I realized everything was really crispier and my character was crispier, so I decided to go to the character selection screen, make a new toon, and I actually came across that there are a lot of new things, from skin color to faces you can pick, to hairstyles you can pick, to hair color, to facial hair, earrings, piercings, face markings, whatever you want to call it. There's usually at least one thing new in each category for each race. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. And one thing I really want to point out when we get there is the Night Elf. The Night Elf has one face. It's amazing. It's ridiculously amazing. If you're a Night Elf and you already have a Night Elf, I swear to God, paid character appearance change to get this face. It's amazing. Alright, moving on from that. Basically, I'm just going to use this video to basically talk about Pandaria from what I've experienced on the beta. My favorites, my likes, my dislikes on it. Basically just saying what I've experienced in case you guys are watching this and you haven't experienced it, along with seeing the new characters and the new races and the new selections you can make. You can also kind of hear a little about Pandaria of what I experienced. So basically, one thing I love about Blizzard is, even though it is a subscription-based game, you're basically paying for a new game every few months, and it's just really cool that way. And what I mean by that is I've been playing a Warlock for almost 4 or 5 years now, and I've seen one major change with them, and that was back in Lich, going from BC to Lich. That was the major change I've experienced with them. Going from Lich to Kata wasn't too bad. What they're doing again on the beta is completely overhauling it, completely changing the class, completely changing the mechanics, completely changing your rotation. Everything about the class will be changed, and that's why I love this game so much. That's why I like Blizzard as a company. Like, it's really, you know, as many things as people don't like about Blizzard, everyone at the bottom line has to give them credit that they do keep their game fresh. They do keep the game new. They do at some point give players what they really want. So on the Night Elf, as you can see already, just interrupting myself for a minute, it's crispier. The color, the skin color is crispier. In the faces you're going to see right here, I'm going to point out my favorite one. Okay, it's coming up. That's a pretty scary one. That's a pretty angry one. Right there. The one with the band over the eyes is amazing. It's ridiculous. I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so going back to Warlocks. Affliction Warlocks and Demon Warlocks, well, basically all Spec Warlocks are changing. However, I play on my main, I play a Demon Lock and an Affliction Lock, dual Spec. What they're doing in Mist is completely changing it. They're completely throwing out the Kata lock and bringing in the Pandaria lock, and I love the changes I'm seeing. PvP wise, PvE wise, raid, dungeon, 5-man solo, doesn't matter. You put the Warlock in any situation, I love what they're doing with it. One of the biggest changes to Warlocks is basically the Affliction Warlock will now spam an overtime effect, which I think is long overdue. I think they really need to do that back in, Kata, Lich, wherever. They really need to do that. I'm really happy they're doing that. Locks are, again, going to be able to pull their own weight, and a little bit more, I'm sure. So basically, another class I'm pretty excited for is because it's my main tanking class is a prop pally. Now what they're doing with prop pallies is auras are completely removed. In place of auras, there's seals. And you have three seals, 4 with a minor glyph, and basically the 3 are basically Seal of Truth. You got a heal one, Seal of Truth, and the AoE Seal of Righteousness, if I remember correctly, I think. And I played one on the beta, and I could basically solo most high-level dungeons right now just on a beta character. I mean, it's really, 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 really cool, really fun class. I recommend, if you don't have a prop pally, you're gonna want one for Pandaria for sure. If you have the opportunity to play the beta, start one. It's a great class, very, very fun. One of the most exciting things, in my opinion, about the beta is basically about Pandaria. Sorry, is the BOA atmosphere they're trying to get into. They're trying to get into, okay, pets are going to be BOA, mounts are going to be BOA. I think that'll be a starting point. You're gonna soon in future patches, you're gonna see them trying to play around with gear being BOA, and I really think what they're attempting to do as a speculative character, player that plays the game, sorry, is basically they're trying to get to a point, as in if you play Diablo 3, you have one stash for all your characters. I'm not saying they're moving directly to that. I'm saying they're trying to move in a direction of that, in my opinion anyway, and that's just one player out of like 10 billion. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think Blizzard is finally giving back to the players, as I've said earlier, and I'm really excited. I mean, even the character selection, this is a minor part of them giving back to us, and I think they did pretty damn good. What else? Mages. Mages are really good in Pandaria. Mages have always been good, but specifically in Pandaria, not only do they have a lot of power behind them, a lot of kick, but they're minor glyphs, which basically in Pandaria, minor glyphs are aesthetic glyphs. They're the good-looking glyphs. They're, they enable you to, I don't know, look different. For example, on a Paladin, Avenging Wrath, instead of 2 wings, you're gonna have 4 with a minor glyph. The major glyphs are basically what they are. That's the break it or make it glyph. That's if you don't grab a glyph, you can gimp yourself. If you do grab a glyph, you can really buff yourself. And in Pandaria, there's no more prime. There's major and minor. And as I said, minors are aesthetics, and I think just the way that is just really cool. I know one of my favorites is the falling meteor glyph for the demon warlock, and basically what that is if you demonic leap off a high enough ledge, cliff, peak, tower, whatever, you turn into a meteor, you fall to the ground, you go down to about 1 or 2% health, something like that, but you don't actually die. That is really useful in many situations. For example, lumber mill, Warson Gulch, you can jump over the entrance. World ganking, there's countless. Dungeons, I'm sure there's countless if you're trying to escape, if you're the last one alive. It's useful in countless situations. Even if you want to look cool, it's good. Just grab it if you just want to look cool. That's the best part of it. One more thing about Warlocks is they do have a major glyph card called Dark Apotheosis, I think. And what that does is that enables us to tank. I'm not going to say tank fully. It will enable us to tank to a certain degree. I've seen videos of Locks tanking, ICC. I've seen Hour of Twilight Warlock tanks. I've seen solo, Dragon Soul Warlock tanks. However, do I think they will implement an actual tanking system for the Warlock? Given a good enough healer, I would say yes. Given a pug that the healer is saying, alright, well, who's my tank? And then they see, the Warlock standing there in a little dress. I'm not sure the healer is going to be okay with that. From the beta I've played, it's all subject to change, but from the beta I've played, I do see they take a lot less damage in Dark Apotheosis. And I think it's a great change, and especially completely revolutionary for how we think of flag runners now, because what a Warlock can do is demonic teleport, set it down, jump in with Dark Apotheosis, grab the flag, pour it out, and take a lot less damage, especially 1 or 2 healers on him, should be good. So, yeah, I'm just kind of rambling on here about classes I like, and yeah, Warlocks are one of them for sure, and Resto Druids. I beta tested a Resto Druid in Hour of Twilight, and I was tanking, healing myself, and partially doing damage because I had a Ret Pally tank for some reason. They are really saying sorry to Resto Druids with Pandaria. Like, they are back to, I wouldn't say they're back to how they were in BC, but if you have a level 70 Resto Druid right now, I would say close to that. Like, they are really good. Their heals are really noticeable. They can really save the day again. And I don't think I think a lot of Druids that were Resto that respec due to it being a little crummy, I think will respec back into Resto come Pandaria. What else? Ret Pallies. Rep Pallies are back to being kick-ass. I mean, they're pretty good now, but oh man, you can generate holy power. Like I think at a certain level you're gonna get to a point where you can gain an extra 2 holy power. I don't know if that'll be default. I think you have to get to a certain level. I think. Um, but you can generate like 5 holy power, which 85 Pally has 5 holy power slots. You can generate 5 holy power in like 3, like maybe I would say like 2 to 2.5 seconds if you're good on haste. It's if you see a holy pally coming and you're a healer or you're a clothy, just run. Unless you're a warlock and you can get dark apotheosis, or unless you're a mage with ice barrier, just run. Stun them, kite them. Don't let them near you because they can really nuke. Like my pally on live when I'm in ret, he does good damage. Not too bad, but my pally on, yeah, I got disconnected there because the beta is just awesome. My pally on the beta just annihilated. He went up substantially DPS, like so much. It was amazing to see. So I'm really excited about that because I dropped ret for a bit and I picked up holy, but I went back to ret and I'm super excited about this. So basically a lot of classes I play got nerfed in the past, or for whatever reason kind of pushed me away from them. But in Pandaria, all I would say all of the classes I play are getting a substantial, we'll say a substantial I'm sorry card from Blizzard in the patch. They're like, alright, we realize we did this in the past. Here's, a minor aesthetic Trent glyph form for Druids. And I'm sorry we did this in the past. Here's a slow fall minor glyph for Paladins during Avenging Wrath. And it's just going to be really neat. And it's just, I really can't wait for it. I wanted to touch on something else. What was it? Oh, okay. If you are farming pets for Pandaria, if you are gathering all your companions together and you're saying, okay, I gotta distribute one here and I gotta distribute one there and I gotta give my alt this one and the same way, don't. From what is on the beta, if you have not played the beta, and basically what Blizzard has said they want to do is have a completely BOA pet system. So as an example, on my Orc Death Knight on the beta, I had my Corehound pup at level 9. I started a monk. I got on my monk, I opened up the pet panel, and my Corehound was level 9 right there. So, because I bought a pet the other day, and I realized I already had it, and I think I was going to 100 and 200 gold, and I realized it was a waste of gold because Pandaria is coming, and all my pets will be BOA regardless. So, yeah, just a little little tidbit to try and remember that if you're preparing for Pandaria. But yeah, I don't think there's anything negative as far as I'm concerned, as far as the classes I play frequently coming out. I know Battlegrounds will completely change. I know I PvP a lot, and Battlegrounds will just completely change. Like, if you're a rogue, enjoy it now. If you're a resto shaman, enjoy it now. Discipline priest, enjoy it now. But come Pandaria, I think we're gonna see a lot of charging in at each other, stopping and saying, okay, well, I'll let him go first so I can kind of react to that. And we might have a few stalemates, but all in all, I'm really excited for PvP changes. I'm really excited for DPS changes. I'm really excited for the versatility of a lot of classes. I know Druids can be able to do like all 3 specs, not all 3 specs at once, but like if I'm a resto Druid and I'm getting attacked and I have a talent, I can go into kitty form, pop the talent, and I become pretty powerful as a cat. Obviously not as powerful as a feral kitty, but a lot more powerful than if I were to go into kitty now as a resto Druid. So that's they really enable you to pick the spec you want, level with the spec you want, and still be happy. And I think that's really important, especially when you're building a character, not when you're playing an 85, but when you start a level 1 character, you really want to get the spec you are happy with right off the bat. And I think that's one of the most important things they're doing here, and I'm really, really happy that they're doing that. And yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be great. I mean, if you're kind of grinding your teeth through one of your specs on one of your characters right now, and you're contemplating changing, personally, I would say wait, because come Pandaria, not only we have a free spec change, but all the specs are changing. I mean, I played all the specs. I played sorry, not all the specs. I didn't touch on Rogue very much. I know I played an Arms, Fury, Prot Warrior. It just seems that everyone can hold their own that much more. And what I mean by that is, say you're in a 5-man and you're tanking and your healer isn't very good, it's very noticeable now. In Pandaria, it may not be as noticeable because you can hold your own. So, things to keep in mind if you're thinking of, okay, I'm not going to tank anymore, I'm going DPS. Well, if you like tanking, hold out a little bit. But, yeah, just really, really neat things. Like, really, Pandaria will probably be the best expansion yet. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm feeling, and especially playing the beta. I try to start the beta before I even start the live client as soon as I wake up. I mean, it's pretty cool, and I will be bringing out. I want to clarify right now. I will be bringing out a lot of Pandaria beta videos. So long as the beta's out, I'm gonna bring out at least one video a day. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what it'll be. I know I said Warlock, but I might try to do all the specs. I might try and do BOA system. I'll find something, but a video will definitely be brought out tomorrow. So if you want to see what Pandaria is like, if you want to see the functionality it has, the systems it's using, the class skills, the class talents, subscribe. Wait for the email with my video. You're not going to be disappointed. You will see. I will try to go as in depth as I can into the videos, as in depth as I can into whatever I'm doing in the videos, and I always try and throw in a little tidbit here and there to because I mean, sometimes if someone's showing a class and even the slightest thing, like I know I watch a pet battle video, I'm like, well, like, how do you capture the pet, or how do you, like, are pets actually BOA, like those kind of things. Like, again, as I've stated in my other videos, I do have OCD, so I mean, I like knowing those things, and I'm sure I'm not the only one like that. So if you care about that stuff, if you like in-depth videos, click the subscribe button. The more subscribers I have, basically, the more videos I can pop out. And yeah, you will not be disappointed. And I'll try to bring out multiple videos a day, but I'm also aiming for I'd say I'm aiming for about 2 videos a day at my current situation right now, about 2 videos a day. But I'm gonna try for a lot more. So like I said, if you want to see a lot of Pandaria stuff, I'm gonna be going through most of the classes soon. If you want to see a lot of Pandaria and the classes involved, subscribe. I will be bringing out those videos pretty soon, and I would really appreciate that. If you have any questions about the beta, or if you have anything you want to see on the beta, or anything you would like to know about it, don't hesitate to leave a comment underneath. I will try to answer it. If you want to see a video, I will try to bring a video of whatever you want to see that very day. I have no problem with that. Yeah, it'll be good. So if you're an overpowered class now in raids or dungeons or PvP, enjoy it now, because in Pandaria everything might be leveled. You never know. So subtlety rogues, I know I play my ults a lot. Enjoy one-shotting me at level 60 now. But come Pandaria, I might be the one-shotting you guys. So, yeah, I'm not really, how much do we have? I think we got a few minutes left. Okay, one thing I do want to mention, because I tested this. I was wondering what mounts are actually BOA. Like, I know for those of you who don't know, if you're watching this the first time, a BOA mount is basically a mount across all of your characters. An example of this would be a Celestial Steed. If you buy it, all your characters get it. So I wanted to see what mounts exactly were BOA and are BOA on the beta as of right now. And before I even go into this, I want to clarify once again that everything I am saying is completely subject to change. It's still the beta, the game isn't released yet, and even then it's still subject to change. So I went to Dalaran and I bought the Warbear, and I was on my Orc Death Knight. So I got on my Troll Hunter on the realm, and he had it. But then I got on my Gnome Mage on the realm, and he didn't have it. So basically, what that tells me is, so the armored bear in Dalaran is BOA on the same faction, but across realms. Because I got on another realm, got on a Horde tune, and he still had that bear. So again, that is as of right now. So just another thing, another little tidbit to keep in mind here, and because yeah, I love collecting, and I'm sure other people love it, and I will be bringing out as many. You know, if I find something rare, I'll make a video of it and try and put it out there as quick as I can. If I find any rare pets or mounts, or you know, a really good spec that works for me, I'll bring it out. Because you know, I know starting a new patch and a new expansion can be pretty stressful for most characters. I know I have almost, I think, 40 characters right now, so I mean it could be pretty stressful. But you know, that's what YouTube is for, and that's what Immersed is for, to try and help you guys out. But I think that's all I'm gonna say. I think we got one or two more races to go here. I think just Goblin after this, and that's about it. I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video, especially if you sat through my entire meaningless, gobbly ramblings. Thank you very much. You know, thank you to the subscribers so far, and thank you to the views so far. I really appreciate it, and that really helps me out. And you know, enjoy Cataclysm until September 25th when Mists of Pandaria comes out, guys. Alright, thank you very much.